Radio is made not to point a finger, but to shed light on the culture that has been fostered on the internet regarding literacy. Often society wrestles with pinning down a comprehensive definition of literacy, while others may argue that literacy is just having the ability to read and write. Others may differ and say literacy has its own complexity.
When I talk about the literacy crisis, I'm not just talking about people who can't read and people who can't write a grammatically correct sentence. I am talking about literacy across forms of media. Most people can understand the words that they see on a page. Most people can understand the words that they're hearing. That is not the issue. The issue is comprehension and critical thinking.
Article written by Amber Pate, a NCT member, in regards to literacy. He said, the common definition is ability to read and write, but it gets increasingly complex upon closer examination. Carries on to ask, what does mastery of reading and writing looks like? How do we measure it? How do we weigh digital and technological proficiency? Where does numeracy come in? How do the value of our communities and culture practice come into play when measuring literacy? Which languages count and which ones don't? Literacy requires you to be able to decode and code. That means you should be able to understand. Literacy also encompasses the ability to differentiate between literal and metaphorical languages. Often on the internet, I'm sorry, I have to use the internet, or should I say the social media spaces, we often see someone being hyperbolical, and basically it's someone exaggerating a certain statement or claims that are not meant to be taken literally, but you'll see some people being outrageous.
I promise you life gets more exciting when you're just more hyperbolic in speech, okay? Like, instead of saying, like, oh, I want to get something to eat, I'm a little hungry, you should say, my stomach is about to be concave. I feel like I'm famished, I'm ravenous. Let's up the ante.
This particular video, literacy puts you in a position where you're not just being loud about an author or an artist for pushing out bigotry content. Isn't it in today's society that an artist will press one key on the keyboard and the fans will start shouting genius? But
that there are things not up for debate. Facts are not up for debate. Part of the problem is that we have been treating things as if they're on equal playing field. I am not going to debate with you about facts when you are talking to me about opinions. We need to stop acting like they hold the same merit. It's one of the reasons why we saw such a fall in depth of expertise in the last 10, 15 years, because the second people don't know shit and they come online and say something, the first thing out of somebody's mouth is use Google. Google it. If you don't know.
People don't know things just because they haven't hit the right result on the search engine. In today's society, we often see people create emphasis on using the tech availability to access things as well as do your research. However,
don't compare. Yourself to me.
They would
ever.
never make
you are not on my level, Nicole.
Longer.
You never will be on my level. Do not compare yourself to me.